Hello, dear listeners. Before we dive into this heartwarming tale of love, unexpected connections, and second chances, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you tuning in from today? Drop it in the comments below. Knowing you're out there, from big cities to small towns across this great country, keeps me fired up to share these stories that hit right in the feels. Alright, let's get into it. The sharp rap on the door cut through the late-night hush like a gunshot in a library. It was 10 p.m., way past visiting hours in Lily Harper's cozy but cramped apartment in downtown Chicago. She froze, her cozy mystery novel forgotten, heart thumping like she'd just run up the stairs. Nobody knocked on her door this late, ever. Peeking through the peephole, she nearly dropped her mug of chamomile tea. There stood Christian Fairchild, her boss, the powerhouse CEO of Fairchild Tech Industries. The man who dominated boardrooms in custom Armani suits and commanded a Fortune 500 empire from his glass-walled penthouse office. But tonight? He looked wrecked. Tie yanked loose, shirt unbuttoned at the collar, dark hair tousled like he'd been pulling at it in frustration. His sharp blue eyes, usually laser-focused on spreadsheets and stock prices, were stormy, edged with something raw and desperate. He didn't look like a tech billionaire worth billions, he looked like a guy teetering on the brink. "Lily," he said, voice rough and low, nothing like the smooth, commanding tone that closed multi-million-dollar deals. "I need a huge favor. Bigger than anything I've ever asked." She stepped aside, letting him in, her mind spinning. His cologne, crisp cedar and citrus, filled her tiny living room, making the space feel even smaller. He paced like a shark in a fish tank, hands shoved in his pockets. "Mr. Tanaka just confirmed he's coming to the annual Investors Gala tomorrow night," he started, diving right in. "Flying in from Silicon Valley. That Asia-Pacific expansion deal? The one worth $2 billion? It all rides on his backing." Lily nodded, slipping into work mode despite the weirdness. She knew the stakes. Christian had been grinding on this for months. "That's great news, right?" He stopped, flashing a grim smile. "It's a nightmare." He exhaled hard. Tanaka's old school. Family values, stability, all that. He thinks a man's personal life mirrors his business savvy. Real leaders are settled, married, grounded. Lily's stomach twisted as it clicked. Christian Fairchild, 32, was Chicago's most notorious bachelor. Tabloids called him untouchable, his life all work, no play. Private jets to Davos, yacht parties he skipped for conference calls. "He told my VP out west he's excited to meet the woman who's tamed me," Christian went on, jaw clenched. "Assumed I'd be married by now." She brainstormed instantly. "Hire an actress? A discreet escort for the night?" "I can line up someone professional," she offered calmly. "Vetted, classy." "No." He cut her off, stepping closer. For the first time in 2 years working for him, she saw vulnerability crack his armor. "I don't trust a stranger. One slip up, and it's over. You know me, Lily. My schedule, my coffee order black with 1 sugar, the way I hate small talk about weather. You run my life better than I do." His eyes locked on hers, intense. "I need you to pretend to be my wife. Just for one night." The words hit like a freight train. Wife. Her? The quiet admin from a small Midwest town, living paycheck to paycheck in a walk-up? Her world was Sunday drives to visit her grandma in Wisconsin, baking pies from scratch. His was Forbes covers and private islands. This was crazy. She opened her mouth to say no, absolutely not, when he softened, reading her like an open book. "I know about your grandma," he said quietly. "The nursing home bills piling up. That new trial treatment the docs are pushing. It's why you pull double shifts, never take vacation." Her pride flared, but pain too. He dug into her life? "I can fix it all," he promised, voice earnest. "Debt's gone. Top specialists, best care, for life. No more worrying." He held her gaze, pleading. "Please. Just one night. She agreed. For Grandma. Next morning, the Fairchild Tech headquarters buzzed with that electric office gossip vibe. Whispers flew as Lily sat at her desk outside Christian's corner office, pretending to type while replaying last night on loop. At 9 sharp, his intercom buzzed. "Lily, in here?" She walked in, feeling eyes on her. He locked the door, unusual, and stood by the window overlooking the Chicago skyline, Lake Michigan glittering below. On his desk, a thick folder. "Our backstory," he said, "all business again. Met 3 years ago at a tech charity auction in New York. Hit it off over shared love of indie coffee shops. Married quietly last year in Napa, kept it private to dodge paparazzi." He rattled off details: favorite diner for late-night burgers, a made-up honeymoon in Hawaii. It was a spreadsheet of lies. Lily listened, then shook her head. "This won't fly. It's airtight." "No, it's cold," she said, finding her voice. "Tanaka and his wife aren't checking facts. They'll watch how you look at me, how your hand brushes mine. If we act like robots reading lines, they'll smell the fake." He stared, realizing she was right. "We need real moments," she said firmly. "Memories we create. Start tonight, take me to dinner. Not as boss and assistant. As husband and wife." For once, the man who always had the last word was speechless. She was calling the shots now. That evening, on the dot, her buzzer rang. Christian stood there in a tailored navy suit, holding a bouquet of wildflowers, daisies and sunflowers, not stuffy roses. He looked nervous. "You look incredible," he said, eyes lingering on her simple black dress. Dinner at a rooftop spot overlooking the city was awkward at first, talking shop. Then she touched his hand. "Tonight, no work." He paused, then opened up. "I wanted to be a pilot as a kid. Built model planes, dreamed of flying fighters. But Dad pushed me into the family business after he died young. Duty first." His passion lit up his face. She shared her dream, opening a little bakery back home, with homemade pies like Grandma's, a spot where folks felt like family. By dessert, laughter flowed easy. On the ride home, silence felt comfortable. At her door, he hesitated, then kissed her cheek softly, lingering, warm. "Good night, Lily." She touched her skin long after he left, heart racing. It was pretend, but it didn't feel like it. Saturday, Christian's sleek Tesla kicked up gravel on a rural Wisconsin road, worlds away from Chicago highways. "You sure about this?" he grumbled, dodging potholes. Lily grinned. "My world now." They pulled up to Grandma Evelyn's quaint farmhouse, porch overflowing with flower pots. Evelyn, silver hair and sparkling eyes just like Lily's, enveloped Christian in a bear hug. "The man who stole my girl's heart. About time." Guilt twisted Christian's gut, this lie in such a pure place. But Evelyn dragged him into chores, fixing a squeaky gate, chopping wood for the fireplace. His manicured hands blistered, but the satisfaction? Better than any boardroom win. Afternoon on the porch, Evelyn dished childhood stories over fresh apple pie, Lily rescuing stray cats, baking cookies for neighbors during hard times, the girl with a heart bigger than Texas. Christian watched Lily laugh, flour dusted from helping in the kitchen, and something shifted. He'd seen her as efficient, invisible. Now, she was vibrant, real, the kind of woman who made a home feel like home. That night at the gala, they arrived arm in arm. Lily in a stunning emerald gown, courtesy of Christian's stylist, him proud beside her. Tanaka beamed, charmed by their easy banter, stolen glances, the way Christian's hand rested protectively on her back. The deal closed, record investment. But as champagne flowed,